in a nice compact way for you to digest.
Yes, yes. Look, is my understanding correct? Basically, w- in well, in order to understand how everyone life is, it's best for them to look at themselves and look at what their success, and then look at the other area that they want to work on, and then basically they model the success way that they have the habit about, and then copy that, model it, and then pass it on to the other part, which is say could be finance, could be girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. Would it be one of the methods you be teaching?
Yeah, look, it is certainly one way, and that is the way I teach as well. Yeah. And what we do actually is we just creating the awareness about what works in life and what doesn't. And
Yep.
then we just map across everything that works into the area what doesn't work, just from an awareness perspective. So
Hmm.
you can take that on and make that your life
Okay.
if it's something you need. So, for example, if you want to lose weight, Poi, or if
Yep.
anyone right now watching the video wants to lose weight, there have to happen a few critical drivers called, as I call them, critical drivers. They have to happen in order for you to lose weight. They're just it's non-negotiable. It's period. It's got something has to happen, right?
Yes. Yes.
So there are certain signs and certain procedures they have to be put in place for you to lose weight, and that makes sense.
Hmm.
Okay, and that's probably a good way to illustrate that. As well, from the financial side,
Yep.
there are critical drivers that have to happen. This is unnegotiable, right? That have to happen for you to become financially successful. They have to happen, right? Meaning that you have to um, all right, you have to request and to promise, okay? And that's almost like a loop, if you wish. So if you don't request
Hmm.
somebody to do something for you, to pay, if you don't request the initiation of another person to pay for your course, to pay you for your services, and if you don't promise in the contrary, sorry, if you don't promise in return something to that customer to create value and benefit for that human being's life,
Yep.
no trade will occur.
Hmm.
Nothing will occur. And what I will see people a lot doing is they're sharing, sharing, sharing. They're putting all these amazing things out there. They are, sharing messages and contribute to society, but they don't request anything. And they don't promise a specific goal that is going to occur, which will increase this person's lives or this customer's lives. Does this
You just
make
make a
sense?
shift in my head. I mean, as you know, I'm already in this industry as well. Personal development and all this stuff. But it just, man, I just have this aha moment. And like, that's true. That's how I make money, and I just never thought of it that way. Thank you, thank you. It's just so simple. You just have a like, yeah, you basically, obviously everyone doing something awesome, in their life, offering their service, offering their messages, and their ability to someone. But until I decided to be a coach, and until I go, that's it. I'm gonna actually get out there, help people, but at the same time, this is my rate, and I promise you to get you whatever the result you need. Wow, Seb, dude, that was really cool. Thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure. And like what's happening. If somebody like yourself, Paul, is committed towards their own lives, and this is where what really for everyone right now listening to this, who's right now in an area or in a period of your life where you just say, man, I have no freaking idea how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna make it happen. What
Yes.
kept me alive, Paul, is the this urge, this immense urge within to
Yep.
growing, to learning, to make better distinctions, to just punch even harder and to not, to kind of to punch in a different way and to refine the technique, the way you live life, so
Mm-hmm.
you make your own distinctions and you just, naturally evolve into that person
Yep.
that cannot anymore help him or herself, but becoming the person you truly want to become. You are already there.
Mm-hmm.
You are 100% already where you want to be. The results you want to create are not the results yet that you really want to have in your life. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't speak right now to you personally at all, Paul.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But I want you to understand, as long as you keep growing and keep plugging away and keep asking people to do an interview with and to learning and to be in that ferocious drive and creativity drive to
Yep.
just becoming the person that you want to become, believing that you are already there, this is exactly when it's going to happen. This is exactly when it's going to happen.
Wow. How do you know that you learn enough for what you need to do right now, and then balance it out with the action you have to take right now? And then how do you know, like, when you hit the next block and then it's about time for me to go out there again and learn a new technique and refine it? How do you find a balance, I suppose?
Yeah, a great question, Paul. And the answer to this question, again, I just want to quickly want you to understand, Paul, that, and for everyone that's listening right now, I don't know all your names to be honest, but the world, right? Um, my teachings are all about there is no right, there is no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
There's only something called, is it useful for me right now in my life? Is it useful? So if we can replace the question of what's right, what's wrong,
Yep.
and actually collapse it and saying what is useful to me right now, this is when we start creating momentum right now.
I think
Okay?
that's great, man. I think that's a great answer. Yep. It is about focusing what they, right now is the moment where they need for everything in life. And I think, to be honest, like, look, a bit of what happened for me is that I spent so much time learning all these things. Oh my god, these techniques and these tools are so cool for the future, and that makes sense. And then, like, when I'm focusing on, coaching client, go out there, get clients, and then, wow, thank you, and then it just make me realize that is correct. Is this useful to me right now? That
Mm,
question is amazing. And I
mm,
think, the listener that probably checking out with this video would benefit that a lot.
mm. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just maybe, just maybe answer really your question, which I haven't really yet. Um, Sometimes, like, and I've been there as well, I locked myself for weeks and weeks in my living room, just
Hmm.
writing stuff down, just because I felt I had to grow. I was in a stage in my life where things went around. This is now a number of years back, but um, I knew I had to grow. I knew I had to evolve. I knew I had to become better at the craft or at the things I do. To
Yep.
really looking at the plain field of life from that elevated perspective, to just have a different view of life, if this
Yep.
makes sense. Okay, so
Hmm.
I had to elevate myself. Now, the problem with a lot of people, what I see, not the problem, but let me rephrase that, please.
No worries at
Um,
all.
the way how a lot of people are approaching their journey to greatness through
Hmm.
seminars, through books, through meeting people, and so on. It's more like it's more like they're sifting for something which they don't know what it is. They know they have to keep sifting. They know that something is out there. They know they will get there, but they don't know quite yet what it is that they actually look for. Meaning that they go out there and attend seminars after seminars. They're
Yep.
meeting people. They don't quite know what their product path and positioning in the marketplace is. They don't know what their true value and benefit to the customers. They're reading books and all these things. They're absorbing all that knowledge. They're spending all that time
Yep.
actually learning. And imagine right now that to be an 8. Just picture that to be an 8 right now.
Yep.
And it's people just learning on that side. They're learning over years, over
Hmm.
decades, over, whatever, how many years it is. They're learning, learning, learning.
Yeah.
What they have missed is to go in the loop of practicing the art they have learned.
Yep. Yep.
And only if you practice the art, what you've learned, you become skillful.
Yep.
So you have to go in that rhythm of 8, not just learning, 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 but you have to apply the learnings into your life right now to then go back into learning, and this is how you naturally grow. Does this make sense?
Yes, no, totally, mate. Totally, definitely.
Talent you have naturally.
Yes.
Skill you have to develop over time.
Yep.
Okay, talent you have naturally. Skill you have to develop over time, and often it takes 10,000 hours to become skillful and to become a master, and to master something in your life.
Yep.
Yeah. Very powerful. So it's really about point two, and it's not a straightforward answer to your question, but to go back to the question what you ask, how can I balance my life of learning, and when do I know when to actually apply my learnings to actually growing and moving forwards, right?
Yes.
And the answer is really become crystal clear what it is that you need to learn for the next step to occur for you to grow and go into that 8.
Wow.
Does this make sense?
Oh, dude. Yes, it is. It definitely is amazing. Like the information you're giving me is amazing, and it's very clear as well. Like when you're explaining this, obviously, I hope that, the listener will understand the concept that you're explaining as well. But for me, it totally yes. That's what people get out there. You buy this, buy that, like exactly what you said, and then they left it on the table. Like people go to seminar after seminar, and then they're just left on the table. All this book, the piece of paper, and this and that, and then they don't do anything. And the next thing they know is I don't know, I didn't get any result. And yes, it is definitely makes sense. Thank you.
You got it, man. You got it, man. It's really about. I want you right now to pick out the next step. Like a wall is not being built by putting a wall into place. A wall is being built by taking a brick and placing it as perfectly as possible onto the next brick. And by doing it every day habitual, you're just building the wall. And one day the wall has happened. Right?
Yes, definitely.
How you walk through life. So I want to pinpoint one particular area in your life that you need right now to acquire from a knowledge perspective that you have to grow. You have to grow to the next level. And the answer to that question is here. What do I need next?
Yes.
What is it that I do need next right now in my life to moving right now ahead? And this answer will just probably right now, shoot in everyone's head right now, right? And you will know exactly what has to happen to move you forward. And that is exactly what you're going to acquire, what you're going to get, and then you go into the loop again. Learning, practicing what you learn. Learning, practicing. Every time you've got to practice, you start again the question, what do I need to acquire next? And go back in learning, and then go back and practice.
Yep. Cool. Seb, I am aware of your time, and I appreciated your time again. Look, I think, it's nearly there for you to you said you have to go very soon. Tell me more about the seminar is coming up this weekend, wasn't it, in Melbourne?
Yeah, that's right, Paul. Yeah, we are running actually on the 25th of February. So in a few days, we will be running the 7-figure Celebrity Mind Intensive. It's my preview event. I just jam-packed full-day training. We have people literally flying over from interstate, guest speakers coming in from interstate. We have full house there. There will be some concept being shared that in all the years that I have been attending seminars has not happened before. So I actually take a totally different approach, and I take this approach really of grounding yourself. So it's almost like I don't want to take things away right now, but it's really like a very, very powerful experience. By grounding yourself, by leaving all your freaking baggage out there, the preconceived knowledge that you believed moves you forward in life, which in a lot of cases doesn't serve us anymore. You know, you see, a lot of cases, the things that we have once learned does not serve us anymore. So we just leave it behind and learn something different that becomes again useful in our life.
Yep.
Okay, so for everyone right now, interstates, in Melbourne, I really, really urge you to coming in and flying in as well. I don't care how much effort it is. This will be a life transforming for sure event. I give it my very best at that event. And you know, one key to my success really has been, how do I squeeze, like literally squeeze, you know, the most distinction, the most knowledge, the most information out of every moment in my life.
Yes.
I have taken that knowledge, which I have been applying throughout the last 2 decades, I believe, of how can I squeeze the most out of every moment, out of every seminar I'm attending right now, and for the future as well.
Yes.
Because I'm just, to be quite frank, I'm just sick. I'm just sick and tired of people being committed to their own lives, doing what it takes to get them where they want to be, and just don't quite know how to implement the knowledge they have learned, this amazing abundance amount of knowledge they have learned in seminars,
Yes.
throughout books, throughout transformational conversations, to really apply that into their lives, to moving forwards, right? And I actually take that concept that I've been studying and applying in my own life for decades now into the seminar structure, to really prepare yourself for that seminar that's upcoming in a proper way, to get the most learnings out of every moment at the seminar, to really ingrain that subconsciously in your own life, to make it happen right now, and then really to have a support structure set up after the seminar that actually keeps you accountable and keeps moving you forward throughout the next weeks and months to come.
Beautiful. Thank you, Seb.
So, yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, well, yeah. Look, even in Melbourne, I would definitely join you there. Yeah. Look, thank you again for your time, Seb. I really, really, really do appreciate it. I learned a lot just talking to you for the last half an hour, probably even 15 minutes. I was like, I met this guy a long time ago. Why didn't you ask all these questions, you know? Thank you. So I really appreciate it, dude.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure. And Paul, as well, to your own person, you know, it takes somebody like you, buddy, who is willing to step out of his or her own comfort zone, to give somebody a call, to shoot through a Facebook message, to do what it takes to get onto the information that you need right now in your life to move you forward. Yes. So again, you know, thank you so much for getting onto me and giving me the opportunity to reflect on my life and to actually understand how far I have come as well, to be honest, quite frank. Yeah.
Thank you. No, thank you to you, and well, you're welcome. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Well, yes. So I will, you know, post this up on your wall as well. Thank you again for interview. Appreciate your time, and I will speak to you soon, mate.
Thanks, Paul. Have a great day. Take care.
You too, mate. You too. Bye.
It happens.